Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to go into detail about one of the chapters in my grimoire, or two of them actually, the different types of Wicca and the different types of witchcraft. This is what this page looks like before I start reading it off for you. I have the little title, and then I have religion, a personal set of institutionalized system of religious attitudes, beliefs, and practices. So I just put that little definition because there's actually a lot of people that don't consider Wicca to be a real religion, but it is. Paganism is any belief other than Islamism, Judaism, and Christianity. So Wicca fits under paganism, just like a lot of other religions. And it is recognized as an actual religion. It's not some made-up thing that's not actually real, but people want it to be. Then I have a little quote underneath that says, "Religion is like a pair of shoes. Find one that fits for you, but don't make me wear your shoes." George Carlin. That is why I have the little picture of the shoes at the top, because I figured that it was kind of cute and it kind of went with it, and I wanted to have a picture kind of on every page, small picture or a few pictures. And then I have bullets, and so the first bullet is Wicca is a neo-pagan religion. Neo is used to distinguish between historical pagan and modern pagan, which is neo-pagan. There is many different forms of Wicca which branch off of one another. So that's what I was talking about, how there's pagan, and then there's neo-pagan, and then there's all the different types of Wicca. Gardnerian Wicca is founded by Gerald B. Gardner. Gardner is known as the father of modern witchcraft. He was the first one to make the tradition kind of step out publicly, so people started hearing about Wicca. There is an emphasis of the goddess over the god. They must be initiated by a coven to be a part of this type of Wicca. Next is Alexandrian Wicca. It's founded by Alexanders, and although it's heavily influenced by Gardnerian Wicca, Alexandrian Wicca focuses on the equality between the goddess and god. It has a heavy emphasis on ceremonial magic during the Espats and Sabbats, but you also must be initiated by a coven to be a part of it. The next one is Seax Wicca. This is founded by Raymond Buckland. The main difference with this tradition is that it is an open, public ritual, many of which are published. Practitioners are encouraged to add or modify the rituals as they see fit, as there is no set of regulations for this tradition. Seax Wicca deals with mainly the Germanic deities. I say deities weird. I don't know if I'm saying it right, so it deals mainly with the Germanic deities and runes for divination. This path allows for both covens and solitary practices. Dianic Wicca. Born from the feminist movement, focuses solely on the goddess and all things feminine. It's meant for women to practice, and it also honors the Sabbats. The Wheel of the Year actually has a different meaning for Dianic Wicca. So instead of following the journey of the god throughout the seasons, they're following the triple goddess, which is the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Georgianian Wicca, eclectic form of Wicca, which I will explain. It's coming, guys. It incorporates both Gardnerian and Alexandrian traditions. It has a god and a goddess system, but leans strongly towards the goddess. British traditional Wicca is believed that it predates other Wiccan traditions. You must be initiated by a lineage member and must maintain a certain level of training and practices. It should be noted that this tradition is not solely found in Britain. Celtic Wicca. This path combines Druid and Gardnerian Wicca. There is a large emphasis on the elements, nature, and the ancient ones. Eclectic Wicca. This is what I was talking about, guys. Eclectic Wicca. This is often referred to as Neo-Wicca tradition. It is a combination of several types of traditions to form a new tradition. You can be either solitary or part of a coven. So basically you're grabbing things from all over, as long as it follows the basic beliefs of Wicca. Oh, solitary is actually on the next page because I considered it part of witchcraft instead of Wicca. Caledonian Wicca, formerly known as the Hecatine tradition. This domination of the craft is Scottish in origin and still preserves the unique festival of the Scots. So that is all for the different types of Wicca. And now I'm going to go over the different types of witchcraft. So, I put witchcraft is not the same as Wicca. Wicca uses witchcraft to worship their gods and goddesses. It is a part of Wicca. People who practice witchcraft can be of any religion or none at all. It's not just Wiccans. So as a Wiccan, you can choose how you want to worship your gods and goddesses, so you can choose the different types of witchcraft you use. The first, I have a bunch of bullets just like the last page. I should probably show you guys. So that's what it looks like. And the first bullet says witch, practitioner, folk magic, witchcraft, relating to herbs, stones, wells, rivers, etc. Just like Wicca, there is many different types of witches, some of which branch off of one of another. So some of them are very simple. Did you guys hear that? That was my stomach. Some of them branch off of one another. So like there's the elemental witchcraft ways, like they choose an element to use. Those are kind of all combined together. So the first bullet point is secular. This is not religious and it follows no religions. It's not using witchcraft to worship deities. So this would not be one of the options for a Wicca to follow, because as a Wiccan, you're using witchcraft to worship your god and goddess. Next one is elemental witch. It uses all elements in spellwork. So see how that's like the first one and then it branches off into other ones. So a fire witch uses elements of fire for spellwork. A garden witch is very connected to the earth and growing. It uses the garden for spells. Magic is very herbal and botanical related. A green witch is nature-based and connects with the forest the most, which is their form of witchcraft. A storm witch uses energy from storms to work. They may collect rain, snow, or absorb energy from lightning. They can manipulate the wind and even predict the weather because of how connected they are. A sea witch, their element is water. Their god and goddesses, they're water related, and they use elements from the sea in their work. So they might have seashells on their altar, or seawater, ocean water, whatever. I only live near lakes, so. An eclectic witch uses ideas picked from a diverse range of places and personalizes their craft. So just like the eclectic Wicca, except for they don't have to be a part of a religion, so they can grab ideas from wherever they want. And it doesn't really have to match up to any guidelines because you're not following a religion. Solitary. Witches who work alone and not with others in a coven. It's similar to the eclectic witch. So you're basically just not in a coven. A kitchen witch works with the earth and elemental people. Cooking and cleaning is their form of witchcraft. Hedge witch. Shamanic in nature, can go to the other world and is very powerful. There is a bird normally associated with them, and they're powerful midwives or healers. Dream witch practices mindful magic. Uses lucid dreaming to decode symbols and messages. A Fiora witch uses flowers in their spellwork. A fairy, fae witch works alongside fairies, leaving offerings regularly for them as thanks. Lunar witch honors the moon and works with the moon's energy and phases, favors night magic. So this could just be some form of a Wiccan that just does all of their spell work when there's S-bats instead of Sabbats. But I mean, if you're not part of a religion, then you would be this because you don't have S-bats, you only just look at the moon and you wanna, work with it. Crystal witch uses crystals and stones in their work. Death witch uses blood and bones in their spirit work, may honor gods and goddesses who work with death. Shamanism, I can't pronounce things, believes spirits are around us and are meant to heal and guide. They are not attached to the dogma and hierarchies. Witchcraft. It's the craft of the witch, or magic utilizing personal power in conjunction with energies within stones, herbs, colors, and natural objects. So hereditary witchcraft means you were born into a magical family and they teach you about it. Blue Star witchcraft, members reject the term Wicca and refer to themselves as witches. Pictish witchcraft. It's a Scottish witchcraft that attunes itself to all aspects of nature, animals, vegetable, and mineral. It is a solitary form of the craft and mainly magical in nature with little religion. Circa witchcraft focuses on the folk religion of ancient and medieval Italy, honors the moon goddess and a horned god. And that is all I have. I'm sure there is more. There was a lot I came across and I was like, that's the same thing as another one. So I just didn't include all of the little ones I found, because some of them I was like, really? Are people like making that one up? Because it's literally the exact same as another one. If there's more that makes sense to you, comment them down below and I will definitely consider adding them to my book. There was so many that I was like picking out the ones that made sense to me. That's all I want to talk about today in this video, guys, but I will make more videos, so be sure to stay tuned for those, and see you later.